So to get the Scamp back here in the backyard, we took the section of fence out that we made removable here a while back when we were working on the Volkswagen bus. We showed you that in a different video. There's a section of post in the middle of that that's 6-8 inches tall, and that's low enough for the vehicles to get over it and this. But I was moving it by hand, and I underestimated how low this gets when I pick the front up in a comfortable position to move it by hand. And so just to make sure we're doing things the absolute most difficult way possible, I caught the fiberglass down here on the bottom on that post and made a new little rip. There's one over here, but now it's got a matching one over here. So we're just making sure that we have plenty of fiberglass repair to do here, and kind of going backwards today.
Today we're going to clean out the Scamp. Here we go.
The vent is just spring loaded open, and all you got to do is just wrap this nice hanger around one of the doorknobs over here and it stays shut. That's a feature.
So we got the flooring off. The subfloor seems to be pretty solid from what we can see. We're going to need a lot of adhesive remover to get all the adhesive off. But other than that, I think we're off to a good start.
So the water tank, we know this hasn't been used in at least 6 years. The water tank still has some water in it, which is kind of gross. And I now have the valve open to drain it, and it's not draining. So we'll have to figure out why. And we may have to go ahead and replace that water tank. On this side over here, behind the water tank, is where that aluminum plate is that we showed you in our walk around video. And so I can see they did do a fiberglass patch and then apparently put the aluminum plate over the fiberglass patch. It looks okay. The question of the hour is, what is it going to look like on the outside when we take the aluminum off? There's also a patch over here, that kind of black-green area there. That looks like they did an okay repair. It's kind of ugly, but it looks like it's structurally sound. So we may have to do some cleanup on that one. This one is the one that's kind of questionable because we're not sure yet what it looks like on the outside, and it does look like there's going to be some definite cleanup we got to do there. The electrical is 100% questionable, and I don't know that there's much of it in here that we're going to be able to keep. So this is the big question, even when we were looking to buy this, is what's under this panel, because this looks like our most sizable fiberglass repair that we're going to have to do. So we're really curious to find out. Well, there it is. So yeah, it looks like it did take a pretty good hit on this side. Most of the damage is down here low, except for the spot here. So it's not great, but I think we can work with it. We'll get it fixed.
Okay, so I got the adhesive remover laid down on the floor, and it says to leave it until it liquefies the adhesive, but not so long that the adhesive becomes sticky again with the adhesive remover. So we'll just kind of be watching it, and then I'll let you guys know when it's ready, and we'll try and scrape it up. Okay guys, so Doug's back from running his errands, and he's trying to scrape the floors. How's it going? Ooh. Apparently it's working.
So as you can see, it's looking pretty bare in here now. We were able to get the floors, most of the adhesive off of the floors, and that was a big job. That was not very fun. Hated that every minute of it. But I went ahead and pulled the little board up in the entryway because it wasn't in great shape. That's about the only one that's really in bad shape, and it was a pretty small piece, so I just decided we'll replace that piece. And then we decided to pull this cabinet, and we were originally going to try to leave that one, well, we wanted to leave as many of the cabinets in place as possible, but it has a lot of cracks in it. It's cracked out a lot around a lot of these holes, the mounting holes. So we decided it would be better to remove it and address those issues out in the shop instead of trying to do it in place. The closet and the overhead are going to stay in place, so we're going to deal with them here. But this one, by the time we got the kitchen out, it was riveted to the kitchen, and it was one rivet away from it coming out, so we decided to pull it, and we'll be able to clean this area and clean the bench, the couch, and do any repairs it needs a little bit easier as well, since it was so easy to take out. We've come this far, why not? But yeah, we're at the point in the project where we've come in with a full head of steam and done the disassembly. So now we've kind of seen how much work there is ahead of us. There are a lot of problem areas that we're going to need to think through as we go through this, but hopefully we'll be able to carry our momentum through and build this into a really nice camper. So we appreciate you guys coming along with us. Stay tuned, subscribe, and leave us a comment, let us know what you think, and keep an eye out for our coming videos as we move on this project, and of course all of the other projects we have going on around here. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.